Good evening, everybody. This is Holly with Working on Me. Come join me tonight. We're gonna make Salisbury steak, or what we call it is hamburger steak with onions and gravy. So basically it's Salisbury steak, okay? We love this, and I'm gonna have it over jasmine rice and then some green beans, okay? So come join me tonight. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. We had a very fun, it was busy, it was great. So always never long enough. So I'm gonna let people hop on. Happy Tuesday. All day today, I've had such a hard time because I think that today is Monday. And it's not, it's Tuesday, and already tomorrow is Wednesday. So, crazy. My schedule this week is absolutely crazy. So today I went and exercised. Then I went and got my hair colored for the graduation and the weddings to get my grays colored. And then, and then I came home and I cleaned a lot. Now I'm tired. Now tomorrow, Tatum, I'm going up to the school and they are doing the walkthrough with their cap and gown on at the high school. Then they're going to do the middle school. Then they're going to do the elementary. And then they're going to be taking a group picture at the downtown courthouse area as a whole group. So Mama's going, a lot of the moms are going. So we're gonna go watch our kids make their final walk tomorrow at the schools. And then Thursday, I can't remember what Thursday is. Friday, we are setting up all day, well, most of the day for the project graduation that we have been this anticipating thing. We're gonna set up, then I've gotta come home, get ready. We've gotta go to graduation. After graduation, we gotta come home and change our clothes and be back up at the place for project graduation all night long until 6 o'clock the next morning. I have to get there by 10 because some things are coming and we're gonna be there all night long. So, I'm already exhausted from telling you all that. Good evening. Thank you so much. Oh, Barbara, that's awesome. Thank you. You go and love on her, and you can always watch replay. Thank you so much. Okay, I already have my rings off so I can get some seasoning on my meat. And don't forget the tissues. Girl, I know. Tomorrow's going to be one of those days. Tomorrow's going to be one of those days. JJ is in Houston right now, and his job is not going like planned at all. So he will be home for graduation. He already told them if we are not done doing what we're supposed to do, I will not be here Friday. So yeah, he's not here right now. So, and last night we had a horrible storm come through here. It was scary. We had a very bad storm come through here last night. And so, yeah. So, Saturday I'm going to get my nails and feet done. I'm excited. Good. Awesome. Thank you, Diane. My granddaughter graduated last Monday. Yep, we have ours Friday. Everybody's got totally different times, especially even where I'm at right now. Different schools are having at different times. Do you have a graduating party for family? You know what, Nancy? I am the type that I don't like asking people for money. And I don't, or gifts, money or gifts, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. We sent out his graduation cards, and he has gotten money back from that. I don't feel like if I'm sending out the card to have like a party also, and my boys do not give one flip about a party. If it was a girl, maybe it would be different, but my kids, Logan was at COVID. Logan graduated at COVID. We couldn't even have anything like that at all. He did not care. This Tatum, he does not care. And not only that, we literally have a wedding, my son's wedding, next Saturday. So to have a party and the wedding and this and the graduation, I'm done. I'm done. So no, we will not have a graduation party. We will just celebrate all at the wedding. You're just going to have to scroll through, Debbie. And not only that, Debbie, Facebook is deleting all live videos. They will only stay up for 30 days. And that is a new rule through Facebook. It is not mine. It is not just my page. It is everyone that has live videos will go away. So if I did not do live videos, I think the way I read it, it will stay. But if any of my live videos after 30 days, they delete them. I have tried to download them, but it is very complicated through Facebook for me to get it downloaded on my stuff. And I will tell you this, I don't have enough data to save all of that on my stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going through life. I'm going to keep sharing on this page. And that's all I can do. So you would have to just kind of float through my page and see some items that way. My twins will be officially juniors. Oh, that's awesome. You missed my weigh-in. I lost 0.7 pounds. 0.7, just like 7 ounces. Yes, Kelly, we all do. Yes, that's right. You make me tired, girl. I know. Ooh. Can I find one from last year? I'm not sure, Debbie. They already started deleting, so I'm not sure. Yes, that's exactly right. He definitely told them that. He definitely told them that. So, okay, so on my meat, I am going to add some Lowry's seasoned salt. You can season your meat however you want to. I'm going to do some onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder. I must feel so awesome. Well, thank you very much. Your son is getting married? Yes, ma'am. Next Saturday, my oldest son gets married. My oldest one. Yes, I'm working towards trying to figure out the whole YouTube and all of that. I have been way too busy to even figure out. I can't sit down. I need to sit down and read all of the content that I'm going to have to learn what I have to do that. It's going to take me some time. That's why I need 2 weeks to go to JJ's and travel with him and just sit in the camper and try to figure out the way I want to do that. I have not had time to just sit down and devote my time to figure out any of that. I have not had time. Yes, Kelly, that's right. I'm almost there, girl. I've noticed, for an example, today I ate all my points, but only had 700 and something calories. Have you ever noticed that? I have never really, okay, I have looked at the calories. I just make sure that I am eating for sure like like 1,200 calories, okay? if I'm not eating at least 1,200, but I weigh more than that, okay? Because with my supplements, because I count my supplements, I make sure that I definitely am not that low. It's very good that you saw that, and you should not be eating that low. So that's not good. My only guess is you're eating maybe low, like 0 point items. But I'm not sure. I don't know what your day looks like. So if you want to send that to me, I can be like, you know what? This is where you need to step it up a little bit. But I don't know. I just know that I know if you've watched me this long and y'all have seen me lose my weight, I know what I have to do to burn my fat. I know this because not only have I been with my trainer for 6 years, I know what I have to do. And there is no way that I could eat. Actually, I eat probably close to 1,400 calories a day. So that is what I shoot for because my body needs the fuel. So if I have to worry about like what my 0 point foods are, and then like, what am I trying to say? I just make sure that it's the calories that people get scared of eating carbs and things like that. That's not something I'm scared of. So I just make sure that I get my calories in because calories is a lot for my fat burning. My grandson is 19 today. Awesome. Happy birthday to him. Yes, my oldest is getting married, not Tatum. Yeah, you're right. Karen, I hope so. Yeah. Eating less than 1,200 can slow down your metabolism. And if you eat less than 1,200 calories, what's going to happen to your body, and especially if you work out, what's going to happen to your body is it's going to feel that it's not going to get enough nutrition, and it will start shutting down and holding the fat that you have on your body. So it will not release any, and you're going to think you're not losing weight, and you're actually not eating enough calories. You're probably eating your points. Absolutely. You're probably at your points, but you're not eating enough calories. So your body is storing that fat so it can eat, not eat off the fat, but it's going to store it because it doesn't want to lose any of that. So that is why a lot of people think, okay, well, that's not working anymore. And then when you look at your calorie intake versus what you probably burn out per day, then you're kind of at that area where your body's not going to release any. That's why you've got to eat a little bit more. And that is actually people's biggest problem, is eating more because they feel like they're going to gain. And that is not the scenario. I'm going to tell you that right now because I'm living proof of that. So it did go by so fast. I agree. I eat between 1,400 and 1,600 and I'm losing. Exactly. That's exactly right. That I'm usually at 1,400 is what I'm usually at. There's times where I'm at about 1,550, but I'm usually at 14 something, 1,480, like 1,480 or something like that. Yeah. Okay, let me get my hands washed really quick. All right, so tonight we are making, thank you for the information. Yes, definitely send it to me. That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, eating less than 1,200, your body is like, I promise you, it's holding on to the fat that you got because it doesn't know when it's going to get its next nutrition. I'm telling you, that's probably what's going on there. But But if you're still, I mean, this is what I'll get. But I'm losing. Okay, well then stay there. Stay with what you're doing. But I promise you, you're going to get to one point where you're like totally plateaued is what you're going to think. And that is not what's going on. Okay, so if you're losing, then fine. Stay with what you're doing until it does not do that, because that's what's going on. Okay. I'm going to spray my olive oil. And we're going to cook these hamburger meats, the hamburger patties. And like I said, so y'all probably grew up calling it Salisbury steak. We kind of grew up calling it just hamburger steak, but it really doesn't matter what you want to call it. So we're going to get these cooked up, and then the gravy that I have made this dish before, and I know that. I'm going to be honest with you. Today we're doing this meal, and tomorrow I already have where we're going to have like a ham and turkey grilled cheese sandwich and chicken noodle soup, and it's not going to be homemade chicken noodle soup. I'm so busy. That is how quick it's going to be, okay? And then Thursday, I won't even be on here. So I got 2 cans of this right here. And this is mushroom gravy from Heinz, I guess it is. And for 1/4 of a cup, it is only 1 point for this, okay? No, he's graduating on Friday, this Friday. Yeah, this Friday, my youngest graduates high school. My oldest gets married next week. Yeah, my youngest graduates this Friday. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands again really quick. So today I was cleaning my whole house, and I don't know if y'all remember, but it's probably been almost 4 months ago, maybe longer. I think I got it around Christmas time. I don't know. I bought the vacuum and mop all at one. It's called the Dream or something like that. I was using that today, and I was just like, I love this thing so much. It's so awesome. And it does a self-cleaning and all that on the little mount that comes with it. It's awesome. So my whole house has been vacuumed and mopped at the same time. It's awesome. I laid out by the pool today and soaked up the vitamin D today, and just, oh man, that's so awesome. That's so great. I wish I had a pool in my backyard. That's so cool. So cool. Okay. Let me cut up this onion. Yep, empty nesters, that is for sure. That's coming our way. That is for sure. Yes, ma'am. So this weekend, I was going to tell y'all, my parents had left Thursday to go visit his brother up near Waco. And they were up there, and then they weren't going to come home till Monday, but my dad was ready to come home. And we were in Port O'Connor, Texas, that I showed y'all that we were at the beach. And thank goodness they did come home early, because they got home. I wish I had a picture, but my iPad is not charged. I was going to show y'all the picture. But when they got home, my mom had texted me and said, we're home, but you need to call me as soon as possible. And I was like, oh my goodness, what happened? So I called my mom, and their window of their RV, like right when you walk in, they have a slide out right here, like from the RV. The big window right here, it's shattered at the bottom of it. It was completely broke. Nobody had broken in, and the reason we know that is because they had like this like silver tin to like over the windows, you know, to make it not so hot inside. Well, that wasn't broken off. So anyways, so we had to like, they got it all covered up, and then they got it all covered up and everything. And my husband went over there on Sunday and had to take it apart because there's a ordering number on the inside of that window, and he had to take a picture of that, and then we had to call that in and get a new window ordered and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of been an ordeal for them. So I feel really bad for my mom and dad. That also happened this weekend. So JJ got that all ordered today and everything for them. So that is a good thing. But once it comes in, it might take a couple of weeks. So they had to have, they put tape all over it, and we had a huge storm last night, and rain did come in a little bit, not too bad. So that was the bummer part, that we had a really bad storm last night. So that also happened. Yeah, so that happened. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook for a little bit. I'm gonna open my green beans and get that cooking. Very simple and easy meal. Now let's go over the points really quick for the ones that are on Weight Watchers, okay? Now, with Weight Watchers, if you eat lean meat now, which we do, if you eat anything that is, I believe, 90% and higher, it's 0 points. So this 96% lean and the 4% fat, it's 0 points. You don't need to eat the whole thing. That's not what it's stating, okay? It's all in moderation. So one patty is going to be 0 points. So the gravy that I put in here for 1/4 of a cup is 1 point. I'm not going to get out my 1/4 of a cup and try to scoop out. I'm just going to get me a patty at the end of this, get me a little bit of gravy, and pour that right on top, okay? And so roughly 1-2 points, depending on how much gravy you think you put on there. Now, the only points I do need to count for is my jasmine rice. My jasmine rice for a 1/2 cup is 4 points. So I will have this, and I will put the patty on top because it is so good, okay? You can also do mashed potatoes if you want to. Mashed potatoes really is about 3 or 4 points as well for a 1/2 cup. So if you don't want to do rice, you can do mashed potatoes. It's totally your preference. And let me find a smaller little pot for my green beans. That's the old saying, when it rains, it pours. I know. And my poor dad, everything that goes wrong with the camper, he can't handle it. He honestly cannot. He just is like, it makes him so anxiety driven. And so I tell him, Dad, things are gonna go wrong and we're here to help, So I just don't like that he gets so anxiety driven on that, that he gets, anyways, we're getting it taken care of, bottom line. So I know it was a frustration. They had to clean that all up when they got home. Glass was everywhere. Or baked potato is 0 points. That's right. You could do a baked potato and cut that open and maybe chop up that meat and pour it in there. That sounds good too. Did you get your dress? I did. I did show it on here. It's the color of it is a sage green, because that's the kind of colors that she's going with. I got it off of Amazon for 40 something bucks. And so I did take it to the cleaners, and so it's in like a little bag right now, and it got pressed and everything. So yes, y'all will definitely see pictures. Don't worry. I will be taking pictures for sure. I forgot to even turn on my green beans. Forgot to even turn them on. Let's see here. What else can I tell y'all? Y'all, I try to tell you everything that happened over the weekend that I forget to tell y'all. Haven't seen y'all in what, 3 days? 4 days, probably 4 days. Yeah. When is the wedding? It is next Saturday on June the 7th. June the 7th. Tatum had his, did I tell y'all this already? Tatum today had their senior trip today. They went to Top Golf and then to a go-kart, bowling alley, game place, and all that kind of stuff. So that he's actually on his way back right now. They went to San Antonio for it. You can smell it through the screen. There you go. Is he getting married at church? No. Our pastor from our church will be at the venue that we're getting, that we are going to be at. So our pastor will be marrying them at the venue that we're at. I know, LaWanda, it kind of bites. Yeah, no, my dad's got some anxiety. A big wedding? I don't know. There's probably going to be 200 people there. I mean, I don't know if that's big to you, but that's to me, that's a norm when I go to a wedding. So I don't know. There's probably going to be about 200. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I don't know if that's big to you, but it's just a lot of family and friends. So good, Galinda. I'm so glad. That's awesome. That's great news. Is it outside? The wedding part will be outside. And then, of course, we'll have dinner and everything on the inside. So this place has, it's beautiful on the inside. It's very old. It's actually an old, I want to say it was an old train station, but I'm really not sure about that, so don't hold me to that, or a bank or something. I don't know. But the outside has a huge pavilion that's it's all gated, like it's all in like closed but yet open. So we're going to be out there in that area for the wedding, and then we're going to have white chairs all out for that, leading down, with an altar, and then we will clean all those chairs up, and there will be some tables, like tall tables for people that just want to mingle outside, but then inside is where everybody will have all the tables that you can sit. Where can I get the recipe? There is no recipe for this, so you'll have to watch it, because it literally is hamburger meat and what I show you right here, and onions. That's it. You season your patties however you want to, so there's no recipe for this particular thing. It's so simple. Hamburger meat, season it how you want, make your patties, cook them, add your little can of your gravy. So perfect, Kelly. I know, I love weddings too. I agree with that, and I am excited. What are we having? Okay, so rehearsal. I love these questions tonight. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes I forget, I don't know what to talk to y'all about, and then I'm like, come on, ask me some questions. So I like it. But before I burn my green beans, let me turn them off. And I have this on the lowest it can go. I'm going to kind of set this in the middle just for it to kind of there. So rehearsal night, all day on Friday, we're going to be decorating. Okay. So we'll be up at the hall decorating, not all day, but we're going to be up there decorating. My husband wants to cook a brisket here at the house, and we're going to have lots of fixings. My mom wants to make stuff. We want everybody to come back to my house and just enjoy. We don't want to go to a restaurant. We don't want to have to fight all that. We want everybody to come here. And so we're going to go up there and do rehearsal for what we're going to do with the preacher and everything, and all the walkthrough. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to have brisket, and I think he wants to do ribs. You know, JJ just wants to cook. My sister and brother-in-law from East Texas is coming down, and they love to cook like that. So they're going to be here when we leave to go do rehearsal. They're going to keep everything warm and like get things ready. So then we're going to come back here and just have a good time that evening. Then on Saturday for the wedding, we're having chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, salad, green beans, and a roll. So I'm excited about that. So that really sounds good, right? So that's what's being served at the wedding. Yes. So I'm excited. So good questions, guys. I don't know who she got to do the cake, and they're only doing one cake. They really wanted to kind of dumb it down as much as they could. You know, they didn't want to like, you know, everything to be all that. They just wanted one cake. It's a really pretty cake, but I don't know who she got to do that. I'm not sure. He doesn't have like his cake. You know how they sometimes have the groom's cake, and they don't have that. They're just having one cake. I did not put broth in the green beans. Oh yeah, I did the beef bouillon. This is what I did, the beef bouillon, but I did not put any broth or anything like that. No, nothing like that. Don't be crying. Oh, I'll probably definitely cry. Yes. Hi everyone. Holly's so much fun with. Yes. Hey, Candy. Yes, I did get my dress, and I got it from Amazon. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, y'all will definitely y'all will see pictures. I'll be posting them. I know. It's so true, right, Kristen? I know. Yeah, one should just be enough. And I think it has like 3 big, large tiers on it, so I think it'll be fine. I know, I'm excited. I can't wait to share with y'all as well. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I really can't believe it's already here. I can't believe I'm really actually saying that. It seemed like whenever I told y'all, yes, it seemed close. Whenever I told y'all they were going to get married, and we had like 6 months. But yeah, it's went by so fast. Exactly. Yeah, they know all of that, Kelly, and everything. I agree. They know all that. That's okay. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I did these. These are my press-on nails. Oh, and cupcakes. That's a good idea too. I love my daughter-in-law. I do. And that is very important, but I do. I really, really do. And Logan and Sydney has been together for 7 years. 7 years. So I think they're very good for each other. So they've been together a long time. Exactly. Julie, exactly. Thank you for sharing my video, Peggy. I greatly appreciate you. You always do such a good job at that. I know I'm about to be a mother-in-law. I know. They are so fun. Good, I'm glad you love it. That makes me excited. Awesome. That's great. That is awesome. Oh, you know what? Let me do my rice and then I'll make my plate really quick. Let me get my rice done. Thank you. You know what, Luanda? You told me I was going to get Tatum's graduation card today. I didn't get it today, but it was a holiday, so don't panic about that. But it was a holiday, so I did not get it. I know today wasn't the holiday, but I just wanted to let you know I didn't get it in the mail today. The seasoning for the green beans is this right here, beef bouillon. She does. She has a beautiful smile. One thing I love about Sydney is very homemakey. She's a very homely girl. She's not one of those like, I can be bougie though. If my husband was here, he would be like, Miss Holly can be bougie. I can be homely at times, but I can be bougie, okay? Sydney, because Sydney knows that I'm always probably going to have makeup on. I'm always going to be dressed really cute. That is just me. And she'll always say, you're always dressed so cute. And I get that from my family members. They're like, Holly, I don't know if we've ever even seen you in your pajamas besides your videos. But that's just me. I like being put together. That is just how I am. I don't mind not having makeup on, just like I don't right now. That doesn't bother me, but I am one that I don't want to go into town and somebody be like, ooh, what happened to her? She did not look good. There's something wrong with her. That's just me. I'm just like that. So I have to have makeup on if I'm going to go do something, more than likely. I am not going to, I like being put together. But Sydney, not that she doesn't like being put together, but I like that she's homely. She likes to make things. Sydney will quilt. She knows how to quilt, and she's made big quilts before for people. She sews, she quilts, she makes things, she repurposes things. That's Sydney. And so I love that about her. So I'm glad that she doesn't have to have like all the finer things in life. She does not mind having the finer things in life, but I do. I really do like her attitude and personality and all that. Yeah, thank you, Karen. You are real girly. I am girly. I am. Exactly, Kristen. That's like when I get up in the morning, I'm eventually going to get ready at some point because that's just me. Now, if I just feel like not in the mood, like if I'm just bumming and I'm going to stay home all day, yeah, probably not. But if I'm physically going to go somewhere, I'm going to put myself together. So yeah. Yeah. Yes. I said homely. I did not say homey. I know I never I said homey. I said homely. She is homely. Homely. If y'all have never heard that before, well, I don't know how you've never heard that before, but okay. But I never said homey. Never, ever said that. I said homely. She's homely. That is what you say, homely. I've never said it in homey. I've never said it as a homey girl. That doesn't sound right to me, a homey girl. I've always heard it. I've always in Texas, okay, we say homely. She's a homely girl. Or old school girl. How about that? She's an old school girl. Does that help y'all a little bit better? That's right. I do not mind getting my hands dirty. That is very true. That is very true. Okay, it's time to put my plate together because this girl is hungry. Hungry. Half a cup right here. Homely means ugly. Well, then I guess I'm calling her ugly. I don't know. That's not in my vocabulary. That's not what that means. So sorry, Charlie. But homely for me is what I'm exactly thinking it is. So as long as I know what I mean, and she also is, we've had this conversation before. So even if she was watching right now, she probably is laughing that y'all are having a problem with how I said it, because this is exactly how we call it. Even her. So, but I'm okay with the way y'all want to say it. Y'all say it y'all's way, but if you understand what I'm trying to say. All right, now I need a little bit of my spoon. I'm just going to use this spoon right here instead of dirtying up another spoon. And I'm just going to pour that much on there. All right, and then I'm going to get my gravy. Ooh. That's good. Oh, you guys, I watched something on Netflix yesterday when JJ left. And it is called The Tourist, and it is good. So there's only 2 series though. So I know I'm going to be mad at the way it ends probably. There's only 2 series, and I'm almost done with the first series, and then it'll go to the second, but I'm probably going to go watch some of that. So down to earth. That's right. I've heard that too. Down to earth. I've heard it. Homebody. Exactly. Exactly, Kristen. Exactly. No, she's not going to be upset. Okay, so you've watched The Tourist? Okay, so yeah, it's really good. Okay, this is the meat. So good. I would never put a dress on to go to the grocery store. But I always put like jeans or shorts and a nice shirt and all that kind of stuff. Or my leggings. I'm okay with my leggings. But I always have makeup on. What is the name of the show you're going to watch? It's called The Tourist. The Tourist is on Netflix. Thank you, Pam. It's about obviously a tourist. Now, he is a tourist because I'm not going to expel the whole thing. Anyways, but he's on a desolate road. He gets, somebody hits him. A semi hits him, but it's not a good guy. A semi hits him. He gets it's a horrible accident. The next thing you know, he's waking up at the hospital. He has amnesia. He doesn't know what his name is. He doesn't know why he's in that area. He knows nothing. So he goes about trying to figure out what's going on. He finally figures out that somebody's trying to kill him. That kind of thing. So it's really interesting. Really interesting. We were having like Salisbury steak with jasmine rice and some green beans. Yeah. I have not watched Georgia and is it Jeannie or some of that? I have not watched that. So I maybe need to watch that next. Oh, and that one too. Lori, I saw that and I almost picked that one to watch as well. So I need to watch that. I will check out The Tourist on there. Yes. Yeah, I almost watched that. Nonies or whatever, because it was about where he wanted older, like I think their grandma had passed away and they wanted an Italian restaurant. So he wanted to bring in older Italian women to cook the food. It looks good. It looks really good. Awesome. All right, guys, I am going to let y'all go. I'm going to eat my food and go relax this evening. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. Bye.